Most people don't actually have a morning routine. They have a morning autopilot. They wake up, do the same things, feel the same stress, and run through the same rushed chaos. And then they wonder why nothing changes. But here's the truth. Small, intentional shifts in your morning can rewire your brain, reset your focus, and completely change the trajectory of your day. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. Not with vague self-care advice or unrealistic 2-hour morning routines that only work if you have zero responsibilities. This is about real, science-backed, time-efficient shifts that will actually fit your life. Let's get started. Years ago, I was a completely different person. I was a doctor, a mom of 2 young kids, running a household, trying to be everything for everyone except for myself. I woke up already behind. The second I opened my eyes, I felt like I was being dragged backwards into my day. There was no time for me, no moment to pause, no sense of control. My mornings belonged to everyone else. And honestly, I had lost myself. I wasn't even in the equation anymore. One day, I had enough. I decided to carve out just 10 minutes for myself in the morning. That was it, 10 minutes. At first, it felt kind of pointless. How could 10 minutes possibly change anything? But that tiny decision set off a chain reaction. It wasn't about the 10 minutes. It was about reclaiming a piece of my day and a piece of myself. And over time, those 10 minutes turned into a total life transformation. The way I handled stress, the way I made decisions, the way I showed up for my kids, my patients, and myself. Everything changed, and that's what I want to help you do today, without forcing you to wake up at 5 in the morning. So here is step number 1. Stop trying to wake up earlier. We're gonna start with something that goes completely against the grain. Most advice about morning routines tells you to wake up earlier. You've probably heard it before. Successful people wake up at 5 a.m. But here's the thing, so do toddlers, so do shift workers, so do exhausted parents who are barely holding it together. And if you're already running on too little sleep, waking up even earlier is the fastest way to failure. Science backs this up. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that even losing 30 minutes of sleep can impair cognitive function and decision-making and emotional regulation by up to 40%. So if you're already not getting enough sleep, sacrificing another hour for a morning routine might actually make things worse. Your morning routine doesn't start with the time on the clock, it starts with what you do first. Instead of trying to force yourself out of bed an hour earlier, just change the first 5 minutes. Take a look at your morning and ask yourself, what's the first thing that I do that drains my energy? Maybe it's checking your phone before you even sit up. Maybe it's hitting snooze 5 times. Maybe it's jumping straight into rushing and reacting. Now swap that first habit for something better. If your first instinct is to grab your phone, take 1 deep breath and stretch instead. If you wake up in panic mode, try a 10-second mantra, something simple like, I control my day doesn't control me. This might sound small, but neuroscience shows that your brain is in a highly programmable state when you first wake up. Studies on neuroplasticity suggest that in the first 20 minutes after waking, your brain is in an alpha-theta state, meaning that whatever you focus on first sets the tone for your entire day. Change that first 5 minutes and you change everything. Now, if you're wondering what exactly should I do with those first 5 minutes, I have put together a free guide called the Ultimate Morning Routine Menu to help you to customize a routine that works for you. It's a simple plug and play menu of morning habits so that you can mix and match based on your schedule and goals. You can grab it for free in the description below. Okay, let's move on to step number 2. Now that you're awake, let's talk about what happens in your body first thing in the morning. The moment you wake up, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. This is totally normal, but if you don't manage it, it can spiral into an all-day stress loop. There's a simple fix for this, and it takes less than 2 minutes. It's called the 90-second reset. The moment that you wake up, move your body for 90 seconds. And no, I am not saying that you need to do a full workout before breakfast, just something that gets your body in motion. Do 10 jumping jacks, stretch your arms over your head, walk around while you drink water. This isn't just about waking up. According to research from Stanford University, 90 seconds of movement can help to regulate your nervous system and lower stress and increase alertness by stimulating the reticular activating system, which is the part of your brain that controls wakefulness and focus. And while we're at it, let's talk about hydration. After 8 hours of sleep, your brain is dehydrated. Studies from the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience show that even mild dehydration, just 1 to 2%, can cause fatigue and brain fog and difficulty concentrating. Before you reach for coffee, drink a glass of water. Your brain will thank you. All right, let's move on to step number 3. Now, let's talk about what not to do first thing in the morning. If you check your phone the second that you wake up, your brain gets hijacked. Instead of starting your day with intention, you are flooded with notifications and emails and social media and everyone else's priorities. A study from the University of London found that checking your phone first thing can reduce your focus for the entire day by up to 40%. Your brain gets stuck in a dopamine feedback loop, constantly seeking more stimulation instead of focusing on deep, meaningful work. So here's a better plan. Delay your phone for just 10 minutes. That's it. No extreme detoxing, no throwing your phone in a drawer and pretending that it doesn't exist. Just give yourself a buffer before you let the world into your brain. I call this the mind first, tech later rule, and it's step number 3. Use those 10 minutes to do one thing that actually benefits you. Write down one sentence about your goal for the day. Take a deep breath and stretch. Step outside for a minute to get some natural light. It's a tiny delay with a massive payoff. By the way, if you want to see what my morning routine looks like in real life, I sometimes share it over on my vlog channel, which I run together with my husband. We film behind the scenes moments of our daily lives, and you can check it out for more real life inspiration if you like. I will link it in the description. Okay, so that brings us to step 4. Here's where most people get stuck. They hear morning routine and think, okay, so I need a 10-step system, meditation, cold showers, journaling, a workout, green juice, and then I'll be successful. No, you do not need a long checklist. You just need one thing that sets you up for success. This is called the 1 move rule, and it is step number 4. Before you go to bed, decide on one action that will make your morning easier. Just one. Lay out your workout clothes, set your journal next to your coffee machine, fill a glass of water, and put it on your bedside table. This works because decision fatigue is real. Recent research suggests that we make hundreds, if not thousands, of micro decisions before noon, many of them unconsciously. From what we wear, to what to eat, to how we respond to notifications and emails, these constant choices drain mental energy, contributing to decision fatigue as the day goes on. So setting up a simple decision the night before makes follow-through easier. Okay, bottom line here, you don't need a 2-hour morning routine. You don't need to wake up at 5 in the morning. You don't need a complicated system that adds more stress to your life. You just need a few small shifts that create momentum. Stop forcing yourself to wake up earlier and focus on changing the first 5 minutes instead. Use the 90-second reset to manage your stress first thing. Delay your phone for 10 minutes to reclaim your focus and set up one small action the night before to make your morning easier. That's it. These are small, manageable changes that can completely transform how you start your day. And when you change your mornings, you change your life. So now I want to hear from you. Which one of these are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments. And again, if you want help designing a morning routine that fits your life, then just grab my free guide, The Ultimate Morning Routine Menu. It's a simple, science-backed way to build a routine that actually works for you. The link is in the description below. If you're still here, thank you. Most people click away before the halfway point, but you stayed. And that tells me that you are not just consuming content, you're actually serious about changing your life. And I respect that. We live in a world that is noisy and distracted and full of quick fixes. But the real shifts, the ones that actually last, they come from showing up and paying attention and making small changes consistently. And that's what you're doing right now, and it matters. Here's something that I have been thinking about recently. Most people don't need more information. They need a reset. They're stuck in cycles of stress and distraction and overthinking, not because they're lazy or unmotivated, but because they have been pulled so far out of alignment that they just can't even hear themselves think. And if that sounds like you, you're not broken. but you do need a better system. That's why I created a free 5-day challenge called The Reset. It's designed to help you to clear mental clutter and reset your energy and get back to the version of you who actually feels in control. Each day I'll send you one short, actionable email. No fluff, no busy work, just the exact strategies that I use to refocus, recharge, and rebuild momentum. You'll also get a printable tracker, a few tools that I only share with my inner circle, and a couple of bonuses that I think that you'll love. This isn't about being perfect or getting everything right. It's about learning how to course correct faster and build a life that actually works for you. So if you are done feeling scattered and ready to get back on track, then join me. The link is right below this video. That's it for now. I will see you in the next video. And in the meantime, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start where you are, use what you've got, and remember you're in charge of what happens next. If you enjoyed this video, I think that you are going to love the one that I have got coming up on the next screen. I will see you there. Okay. Just trying to figure out what to do with my hands now that I have a desk. Should I rest them on the desk? I don't know. I just can't. I'm gonna try some things. All right, the mind first, tech later rule, and it's step number 3.